Hi guys, it's Ksenia. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing pretty much the part 2 of my man-eater fragrances that I just did not too long ago, but this is going to be the body mist version. So if you missed out on the perfume version of this video, I'll link it up right here in the cards for you guys. There was a few comments in that video asking me to do the body mist version because a lot of those perfumes in that video were on the higher end side. Of course, I try to include a variety of prices, but even some lower end perfumes still cost more than you'd want to probably spend. And I don't want anybody to think that you have to go out and get a perfume to be able to smell super sexy. Trust me when I say there is plenty of man-eater body mist out there. From my experience and what I get compliments on, it's literally like the simplest scents ever. When I go to wear my most expensive perfumes around my husband, sometimes he even hates on them or he just doesn't say anything, and then I'll go and wear a literal $15 body mist and he's just all over me complimenting me all day. So really when it comes to these types of scents, it's the cheaper stuff that does better. So if you want to smell super sexy, man-eater, get tons of compliments, especially from men. Of course, we're not trying to impress men, but obviously it's nice when your significant other smells you and they love the way that you smell. So if you're going on first dates, if you're getting to know somebody and you want to smell really good, these are the body mists to go for. So with all that being said, before we get into this video, please make sure that you're subscribed to my channel and turn your post notifications on, and let's get started. I have about 4 Victoria's Secret and then the rest is all Bath & Body Works, just because I have a larger collection of Bath & Body Works. But the ones from Victoria's Secret, it might just be 4, but those 4, without a doubt, every single time I wear those scents, it is compliments galore. I thought about including my Sol de Janeiro body mist as well. That also get me compliments, like, I mean, hello, Brazilian Crush. That one just hits every single time, but I didn't want it to be too overwhelming. First up on the list, in no particular order, I have Coconut Passion. Coconut Passion is way different than any coconut scent that I have ever smelled body mist wise, because coconut scents are very saturated. Like 3 out of 5 body mists are gonna have some type of coconut note in it, but this coconut, this is not sunscreen coconut or just like that typical beachy summery type of, I don't want to say basic, but kind of basic coconut scent that we're very familiar with. This is creamier, and it also has a lot of vanilla and just this depth, this creaminess to it, and just something so sexy. I have no idea what the notes are in these Victoria's Secret mists. I wish they would put the whole notes like Bath & Body Works does, but they literally will give you a freaking poem in the back. Like this only says island coconut, warm sands, beach days forever. Okay. It's so warm without being too warm. Of course it's still tropical, but all I can say is if you don't love coconut scents, try this coconut scent, because Coconut Passion has something to it, this sexiness that will get you compliments like absolutely no other. There is some specific layering combos that I do with this, and I really want to do, I know I keep saying I want to do a layering combo video, but I really want to do a layering combo video, and this has definitely been in my rotation constantly this summer. Speaking of vanilla, of course, I couldn't do this video without including Bare Vanilla. Bare Vanilla, once again, just like that coconut scent with it being super unique and just offering a little bit more, same thing goes for Bare Vanilla, because obviously vanilla is a note that is literally in every perfume and any fragrance mist. Like it's everywhere, and people really tend to love vanilla, which is why it's so overdone. But there are different types of vanilla. There's a really gourmand vanilla that's super sweet, almost creamy, and then there's a type of vanilla that is a little bit sexier and a little bit woodier and even maybe slightly smoky kind of, and that is where Bare Vanilla falls into. This is not a gourmand, edible, sugary cake, cupcake type of vanilla. This is sexy, cashmere-like, a bit, I don't want to say smoky, but maybe toasty type of vanilla. It's so unique. It is kind of on the softer side, so when I wear this, I douse myself in it. I did an entire video on how to make your scents to last, so I will also link that up in the cards, because I provided a lot of info and products and things. Like, you can make any scent, even if it's just the lightest scent in the world, you can make it last by doing those little tips and tricks that I have in that video. So if you are interested in making your scents last forever and ever, check that video out. But yeah, Bare Vanilla, she's a stunner. And then of course I have Velvet Petals. Forever and ever, this will be one of my favorite, if not my favorite, like body mist ever. Not even just from Victoria's Secret, but just like period. There's something about Velvet Petals. It's so feminine, it's super sweet, but has this sexy vibe to it, maybe even fruity slightly, but nothing that you can pick out. I recently actually found the perfume version of this, which is Jo Malone Scarlet Poppy, which I have way up there, you can't see. But Scarlet Poppy is straight up the perfume version of Velvet Petals, and I love to mix the two because the scent is just, it's otherworldly. It is so freaking good. It's so pretty. It's sexy to me. Every time I spray this out, my husband gives me compliments. I love wearing this to bed a lot. So Velvet Petals is really like a beautiful scent that actually has so much character to it. And as far as notes, Lush Blooms, Almond Glaze, Made You Blush. That's all it says in the bags. If you've never tried Velvet Petals, what are you doing? And then this one may kind of be shocking because the name of this doesn't exactly scream sexy, but trust me on this one. This has gotten me compliments like no other. There is just something in here, I don't know, a pheromone, something that literally everyone picks up and everyone will compliment you. When I wear this, I love to layer it with the lotion so that I can just get the full potential of the scent. But that is Warm and Cozy. Warm and Cozy is obviously from the Victoria's Secret pink line, and it's called Warm and Cozy, so you expect this to be just kind of like one of those, you know, lay down, watch a movie, kind of casual type of scents. And it is, don't get me wrong, but there's also something about it. It's so inviting because it gives off that cozy vibe. Everyone that smells this just always compliments it. This is soft vanilla, and I believe there's coconut in here. It doesn't smell like beachy coconut though. Definitely nothing like Coconut Passion, which has that tropical vibe. The coconut in here is almost just adding like a slight creaminess to that vanilla, but there's a lot more vanilla than there is coconut. So if you didn't know that there was coconut in the notes of this, you probably wouldn't be able to even pick it out when you smell it because this just smells like soft vanilla. All I know is every time I wear this, I get so many compliments. My husband loves it. I do wear it out too, like of course because it's warm and cozy, I wear it around the house a lot, but I also wear it out, and it's not like it's a scent that you can only wear at home because it's called Warm and Cozy. Like, it'll do well anywhere. That was it for Victoria's Secret. Let's move on to my Bath & Body Works mists. So first off, I have Sunset Glow. I told you I wasn't gonna include any of the Sol de Janeiro mists in this video, and I'm not, but technically I kind of am because this is sort of a dupe. It's about, I would say, like 80% of a dupe to Cheirosa 62. Sunset Glow has notes of fresh coconut, sparkling cherry seltzer, dreamy moonflower, and caramelized vanilla. So when you look at the notes and then you compare them to the notes of Cheirosa 62, they're pretty different. Like, other than the caramelized vanilla, there's nothing in here that is similar to Brazilian Crush because you get sparkling cherry seltzer, dreamy moonflower, fresh coconut. Is there coconut in Brazilian Crush? I'm not sure, but they do smell super similar. But because this one has that cherry seltzer, you can definitely smell it. It's almost as if there was like a deep cherry note, but not a summery cherry, more so like a dark, almost kind of the cherry that's in Tom Ford's Lost Cherry, like that type of cherry was added to the DNA of Cheirosa 62. If you mix that concoction up, you get Sunset Glow, and it's so sexy, and it performs like a literal perfume. It's pretty strong too, and it's absolutely intoxicating. Like, huge compliment getter. Layer this up or wear it alone. It has enough personality and strength to hold its own, so you definitely don't need to layer it, but when you do layer it, you just get the most out of the scent. Next, I have Wrapped in Vanilla. Literally the perfect name for this. This is way different than Bare Vanilla. Like, these two are on two different spectrums. Bare Vanilla, as I said earlier, it's more cashmere, more woody, more like toasty. Not really gourmand. This is gourmand. This is like cupcake, vanilla frosting, just delicious kind of vanilla. This is definitely more of like a fall and winter vanilla because it kind of has a thickness to it. It's dense and it's super creamy. It just wraps you up in this cloud of beautiful vanilla, dreamy frosting, cakey gourmandness that no one can resist. The notes in here are soft vanilla, velvet sugar, and chantilly cream. This is one of my favorite newer scents from Bath & Body Works. It's been almost a year, I feel like, that I haven't really been shopping that much at Bath & Body Works. And I do stop in there, don't get me wrong, but it's not like I'm constantly buying things from there like I used to. Obviously, when I first got into Bath & Body Works, I went crazy with the sales and everything. I got so many scents. And in the past year or so, I've barely shopped. But from everything that I've smelled in like the newer lines from like this year and even last year, I feel like this is definitely my favorite thing that has come out recently, even though I think this came out like months ago. Wrapped in Vanilla will literally have you wrapped in vanilla. If you want to smell like creamy vanilla frosting, buttercream goodness, then Wrapped in Vanilla is the way to go. And of course, vanilla is like a man-eater scent, so this is it. This is kind of playing off of a perfume that I talked about in my man-eater fragrances video, like the perfume version. This is Dahlia, and Dahlia is a perfect dupe to Carolina Herrera Good Girl. So as I said in that video, Good Girl, I had to include it. Even though I have bought so many perfumes since Good Girl, it's still a classic that every time I wear, it's just something so intoxicating about it. It never fails to get me a compliment. And Dahlia is the body spray version of Good Girl, so I figured I would include it. The notes in here are velvet dahlia petals, crisp pear, praline musk, whipped tonka bean. I'm pretty sure Good Girl also has praline in it. Good Girl has like 1,000,001 notes. It's a mashup of tons of things, but it's at the same time really well blended, which is kind of hard to do with like 1,000,000 notes, but they've done it in that scent because it's so many things at once. It's floral, it's feminine, it's sweet, but slightly fresh, maybe a little spicy. It's literally everything in one perfume, and this is kind of the same. It's a little bit more toned down, and maybe I would say like the watered down, softer version of Good Girl. It's not as potent as Good Girl, but the scent to me is like 90 to 100% absolutely the same. I would say this one is slightly fruitier, maybe a tad bit fresh, but the sweetness is still there. Still can smell that whipped tonka bean, the praline musk, the petals. Like, it definitely has a floral vibe to it. I'm not sure what they've done with the scent. As I said, I don't go into Bath & Body Works very frequently anymore, so I know that this used to be in their core line, I'm pretty sure. So I don't know if they've taken it out or what the deal is with this now, but with all these mists, if any of these are not in the stores, check out Mercari. Mercari has every like discontinued scent that you can think of on there, so if there's anything that you can't find in store, you can always get it if you search hard enough for it. Then I have Champagne Sprinkles. This literally smells like champagne sprinkles. Like, I couldn't think of a better name for this because it literally smells to me as if you got sparkling champagne and you just doused it with a full thing of sprinkles, like the little rainbow sprinkles, and then you went to go and taste it, it would be champagne sprinkles. I do feel like I can smell more of the sugary sprinkles in here than I do the champagne, which I like more because I like sweeter scents more. I don't love like super effervescent scents, and I wouldn't call this effervescent or fresh at all like I would think champagne would do. It's still there. It gives kind of like a sparkling sort of scent in the background, but it's not the main thing. This has notes of sparkling champagne, raspberry icing, and rainbow sprinkles. So the rainbow sprinkles, raspberry icing is definitely the main thing in this. This is, I think, in my top 10 body mists of life. I love this scent. It will make you smell edible. The raspberry icing is done perfectly in this. The sprinkles I can smell. Like I said, there's a hint of that effervescent sparkliness in the background that just adds something special. Bath & Body Works has never come out with a scent like this. I know that they repackage a lot of scents, but this is one of a kind right here, and it gets me so many compliments. It is so freaking good. My husband loves this. I layer this a ton, but I also love wearing it alone, and it's actually pretty strong. Forever Red is gonna be your go-to sort of date night scent. This gives all of the sexy red vibes from like the faceted packaging, obviously the name, Forever Red. It's just a really romantic but sexy, slightly dark, sort of boozy scent. So this one has notes of fiery pomegranate. Pomegranate is just, I mean, it's like one of the sexiest notes in my opinion. In perfumes, in body mist, it never fails to be like a compliment getter. There's just something about pomegranate that just does it for me. So fiery pomegranate, red peony, rich vanilla rum, and oak wood. People used to say that this stains. Like, if you're wearing a white shirt and you spray it with this, you'll see little red splatters everywhere because apparently the juice is red. But I've never had that happen to me. I've worn this so many times with white or light colored clothes, and that has never happened to me. So maybe they changed the formula from like the older ones. I'm pretty sure I bought this like a year or two ago, and it's never done that. So I don't know. But this is so good, so sexy. Of course, it still incorporates that vanilla because I feel like all sexy perfumes just have vanilla in common. Like it's just there. But yeah, intoxicating in a bottle. You're the One is a little bit more fancy, still will get you so many compliments, but she's a little bit more grown, not in too mature kind of way, but she's for sure more grown than like your Strawberry Pound Cake, which is gonna be in this lineup because that gets me so many compliments as well. But this is just on a different vibe. So this is literally a perfume disguised in a body spray bottle, and it's like a Dior perfume. It's like one of the Miss Dior's. This is it. I don't know too much about them, but I have smelled a bunch of them, and this definitely falls into the family of those fragrances. So this has notes of white birch, velvety rose, and a drop of strawberry nectar. I'm not gonna lie, when I saw this in store for the first time, which this came out a while ago now, but when I first saw it, I was like, I'm not gonna pick that up. I do not like rose scents, especially really heavy rose scents, which this seems to be. From like the notes and all of the marketing of this was very rosy. So that kind of deterred me initially, but when I smelled it, I fell in love. There's something about this where like, yes, you definitely smell the rose. It's definitely there, but it's not in a synthetic way. It's almost in like rose water type of way. Like it's soft and strong at the same time. It's like a horrible description. But what really does this for me is a drop of strawberry nectar. I don't know if they literally mean a drop of strawberry nectar, but I think something about that kind of just enhances that rose and just makes it better in my opinion. And I have gotten so many compliments on this. I think to this day, this is like my top 10 most complimented, maybe even top 5 most complimented body mist ever. Every single time, without a doubt, I get compliments. And this scent right here, this scent lasts. You don't need to do any special tweaking with this to make it last. Of course, I'm always like moisturized, and I always do my little like base routine no matter if I'm wearing a scent or not. So that definitely helps with scents lasting longer. But I could literally spray this right now, and at the end of the day, even maybe tomorrow, I'm still gonna smell it on my clothes. So it's definitely a strong scent. I was not joking when I said this is literally a perfume disguised in a body spray, because it literally is. And as I said, I have Strawberry Pound Cake. I know this is more of like a juvenile scent. I mean, it's called Strawberry Pound Cake, and it literally smells like a strawberry pound cake. I don't know if you guys have ever tried crumble cookie. I recently did, which was very dangerous. Like, I shouldn't have discovered it because now I crave it every single week. But I discovered it last week, and their lineup, they have like different cookies every week. And their lineup for last week, they had a strawberry, I think it was like a strawberry pound cake cookie or some type of strawberry cookie. And when I smelled the cookie and when I tasted it, I thought of this mist. So that's how I know this is very true to being called strawberry pound cake, because it literally smells like strawberry pound cake. It smelled like that cookie. Strawberry pound cake has notes of fresh strawberries, golden shortcake, and whipped cream, and it is literally all of those notes. I used to have the, oh, I have to sneeze. It went away. Back to strawberry pound cake. Strawberry pound cake literally makes me smell like a little strawberry shortcake. Like when I smell this, I think of Barbies, My Little Pony. I don't know, I just think of all those like little pink shows. It like just takes me back to my childhood. And although yeah, like this is kind of like juvenile, I guess, I love to kind of mature it up a little bit when I layer it with like actual perfumes, and it just kind of gives different takes. But I also love wearing this alone. I wear it to bed a lot, like straight out of the shower. I think I have maybe 2 backups actually of this. I'm trying not to do the whole like double triple mist type of thing, so I've been better on that. But this scent, I love it. Another super sexy scent that is not juvenile at all is In the Stars. So In the Stars, I've said before that this is, I wouldn't say a dupe to Baccarat Rouge, but it's similar to Baccarat Rouge. The vibe is definitely there, but there's definitely differences. This is more woody, I would say, and a little bit less sweet than Baccarat Rouge is. It almost leans masculine, but in the best way possible, if that makes any sense. I feel like the masculine leaning perfumes also get me a ton of compliments by men. I don't know what that is. So In the Stars has notes of starflower, sandalwood musk, sugar tangelo, white agarwood, and radiant amber. This is a very woody scent, and I have come to realize that I love woody scents. This is seductive, it's intoxicating, it's alluring, it's a little bit dark and like mysterious smelling, but like it's not too much. If you're somebody that is not into all of these other like super sweets, gourmand, like champagne sprinkles, strawberry pound cake, if that's not your vibe, I think this will be, because I don't want to say that this is fresh, but it's definitely not a sickly sweet type of scent. I don't even consider this that sweet at all. Although it has a vibe to Baccarat Rouge, I used to think that they were dupes before I had Baccarat Rouge. Obviously, I had no idea what I was talking about. So just from like the couple times I had smelled Baccarat Rouge, I used to be like, oh yeah, this smells like it. But no, they're not even close to being dupes. This has a vibe to it. Like I would say they're acquaintances, but they're definitely not related. So yeah, but In the Stars, so freaking sexy. I would even argue and say that this might be in the top 5 of the sexiest and most complimented, even in this top 15 round. Next, I have Fairy Tale. Fairy Tale, once again, is a dupe of a fragrance that I talked about in my Maneater video, which is Libre. This is totally a dupe for YSL Libre. Now, I did talk about the Libre Intense in my Maneater video because I did declutter my Libre, just because once I got the Intense version, I was completely okay with letting go of the original one because I love the Intense so much more because it has vanilla in it, so it's a little bit richer. Fairy Tale, I would say, is more similar to the original Libre though, because the Intense version has more vanilla. This one, it has vanilla in it, don't get me wrong, there's sweetness for sure, but it's not as sweet. Oh, this is so nice. It's like fresh sweet. This has notes of pomegranate nectar, again with that pomegranate, fresh orange blossom, vanilla bean, and warm amber. Again, it's so sexy, it's feminine, it has this perfume-like quality to it. It doesn't smell like a fruity body splash. It just smells so high-end. Like if you wore this, nobody will be able to tell, oh yeah, she has a $15 body spray on. Okay, down to the last 2 scents. I have Into the Night. So Into the Night is sort of a dupe to Black Opium. I almost kind of prefer Into the Night better. So Into the Night has notes of raspberry noir, amber crystals, velvety rose petals, creamy patchouli, and mocha musk. I feel like the note breakdown in this almost sounds like the notes of an actual perfume. These 4 right here, You're the One, Into the Night, In the Stars, Fairy Tale, and Dahlia, are the most perfume-like body sprays, more so because they literally are dupes for like high-end perfumes. Even when you smell them, if someone were blindfolding you, you would definitely think that they were like high-end designer perfumes. Your mind would not go to a body spray at all. Like they just have that perfume-like quality to them. Not that these other ones I'm talking about are bad because they're not super perfumey, because they're all really, really good. But these ones literally smell like straight up perfumes. So yeah, Into the Night is this dark, mysterious, kind of edgy, but sweet scent. It has that raspberry noir, so like deep, dark raspberry scent. Amber, velvety rose petals. It's slightly floral, like there's a hint of rose in here. The creamy patchouli is so good in this, which I normally wouldn't say about patchouli, but again, it's creamy patchouli. It's very, very smooth. It doesn't stand out, but it adds that perfuming touch, as I keep saying. And also, this is a long-lasting scent. It literally performs like a perfume as well. And then the mocha musk, it has that slight coffee scent similar to Black Opium's. So I love Into the Night, honestly, even more than the original Black Opium. And then lastly, on my top complimented body sprays, I would definitely have to say be Enchanted. Again, coming in with that pomegranate. There's just something about this note. I don't know what it is, but pomegranate gets me compliments every time. Be Enchanted is literally an enchanting scent. Every time I smell this, I absolutely love it. And this sticks to my clothes pretty well. Like if I overspray a lot, I will be able to smell this in the next couple days. Like if I spray it on a jacket or something and I don't immediately wash it, the smell still lingers on for days and I love it. Like the scent is so good. This has notes of iced pomegranate, sugared petals, chilled passion fruit, whipped vanilla, and light musk. So again, it has kind of like a lengthier note breakdown than most body sprays, and it also smells more complex. But that pomegranate is almost like the first thing I can smell. Like it just smells like a juicy pomegranate that was freshly cut in half, and all those beautiful little beads are just like oozing juice. It is literally this, but then you mix that with a little bit of vanilla, a little bit of a musk, a little bit of passion fruit, and you get Be Enchanted. That concludes this top 15 of my most complimented fragrance mists. These are the most man-eater, most complimented specifically body mist from men. And of course, as I said in the beginning of this, you don't need to spend an arm and a leg to smell sexy. You just need 15 bucks. And honestly, not even that, because with a lot of these body sprays, Bath & Body Works has a ton of sales, like their $4 body mist sales, which I actually think is going on today. So I'm filming this video Friday, August 4th, and I don't know if I'm posting this today, like if I plan to edit this and post it in the same day, because I'm pretty sure I have another video lined up. So I don't know when exactly I'm gonna post this, but they constantly have sales. They give out coupons a ton. Same thing for Victoria's Secret. So even though originally a lot of these are like 16, 17, 18, you can literally find them for like $5. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.